What's up? Hope everybody's having a great week. Having a good one myself. I've been kind of crazy, but it's always good. God's doing some awesome stuff, and want to just take a couple of minutes today and just share with you one of those things that He's been teaching me and really expanding my mind. I love that. I find it so amazing that our minds were created that we can literally learn something new all the time, every single day, every second of every single day. Um, and God's just so awesome in that way. But anyways, I wanted to kind of share a couple minutes. I have been through a couple of different Bible studies focused around the five love languages. And for those of you that don't know, there is a book that Dr. Gary Chapman wrote some time back, biblically based book, and basically talking about the five different ways that people typically um, love and also want to be loved. And so, one of the things that was really brought to my attention yesterday, Pastor Todd from our church did a wonderful job in teaching, really just kind of doing an overview of the five love languages. He did an amazing job. And one of the things that I really took from that and I wanted to share today was this understanding of it not necessarily just being for the relationship between spouses or the relationship between dating partners, but it really expanding my understanding that, in order for us to love more effectively, we really need to understand how our friends, how our family, how our coworkers love and want to be loved. And so, I just want to touch really briefly for those of you that have never been through any kind of five love languages, type of Bible study or anything like that. It's a great book. I totally encourage you to go out and get that book because it really will help you, expand your understanding of why you want to be loved in certain ways and why you love other people in certain ways and why other people, love in different ways and their language being different. Really, I guess my primary reason in wanting to share this is because, I've talked many times about this understanding of love and how, our best teacher in this is Jesus Christ himself and how, Jesus throughout his walk on earth, it's written all throughout the Bible of just how effective he was in speaking love everywhere he went, in walking in love, in sharing in love, and in communicating so effectively with so many different type of people, but always in in a loving way, and always with the understanding of being loving and loving other people where they were. And so, for us as Christians, I don't think that there's anything that we can do and try to perfect, I should say, through Jesus, but is to strengthen our understanding of how to love other people more effectively. And I hope that, even just this brief, discussion with you will help you kind of, more effectively love others. So the first love language is words of affirmation. I'm just going to kind of go through all of them and then I'll, just kind of highlight. But the first one is words of affirmation. The second one is quality time. The third one is receiving gifts. The fourth one is acts of service. And the fifth one is physical touch. So words of affirmation is, they're pretty easy to understand. Words of affirmation are for people that, really need to hear, not just, see, but really need to hear just words affirming them. This is my wife's love language. And so, there is a quiz for those of you who want to know, or, want to understand, what your love language is and possibly what your spouse is or friends or, it's just really cool. There's a quiz that you can find online. Just throw into Google, you can just put love languages quiz or test or whatever, and it'll pull it up. But, you know, words of affirmation being something that, my wife in particular, I'm just going to, highlight that is she needs to be told, um, babe, you look beautiful. Thank you so much for all that you do. And just constantly be, um, spoken to, affirmed through words. Um, you know, these are the kind of people that, they need to hear it, not necessarily just see it, and that's great, but they need to hear that you love them. Quality time. Quality time is actually both of our secondary love languages. Quality time is something where, the TV is off. I grew up in a household where every single night, my mom and myself had dinner every single night. There wasn't going at home and flopping in front of the TV and not talking. We would at least spend that half hour, 45 minutes, and just really just talk about our day and spend quality time and have that eye contact and have that TV shut off, have the cell phones away. That's quality time. And for both of us, that's very important, to have those especially, oh my gosh, this day and age where there's so many distractions. It's so important that we shut out our world and we really, begin to give other people quality time, not just our spouses, but our friends, that we're not just, sometimes listening with one ear and really, distracted doing something else, but we really have that quality time where we're being attentive. Um, Receiving gifts is other people's gifts. I mean, is one of the love languages. People love to receive gifts. People love to give gifts. They love to see how other people feel when they get a gift. That's another language. Another one is acts of service. Um, I'm a big clean freak. I'm little leaning towards the OCD part, but it means a lot to me when I come home. And I know this may sound cheesy, but it means a lot to me when I come home and say the laundry is done or the dishes are done. Um, Acts of service, when people do things to say that they appreciate you, to say that they love you, that means a lot. One of the things is, and the last one is physical touch. That's actually my primary language. And, these are the kind of people that are very huggy and lovey. And, I grew up in a very physical, affectionate house. And, this was a very effective way of communicating love. Not everybody's like that. But one of the things that I really wanted to hone in and kind of wrap this up with is understanding these love languages will help us more effectively love other people. And not only, like I said, not only just with our spouses, not only just in dating relationships and our partnerships, but, expand that out to family and friends and coworkers. One thing that Pastor Todd brought up yesterday and I think is awesome is to find out how people want to be loved, watch them in their way of how they express love. How does somebody express love? If somebody is constantly loving and hugging and really just that's how they express their love, well, love on them, because that's how you know that you can more effectively love them. And so, I just I hope that I guess I really wanted to just spend time today in talking about this because I want to every single day perfect my um, love, like how I love other people. I want to get more and more stronger every single day in how I love people. I want the people around me. I want, people at work. I want my friends. I want my family to know that I love them and care for them and I would do anything for them. And I want, people to know that in the core of their being. And how much more effective can I possibly be in, but then to understand how they want to be loved and to meet that need. So I know that was a lot to share in a short period of time, but I hope that you get that. I hope that you grasp that and understand that and it makes sense. But like I said, look out for that book. It's awesome. Take the quiz so you know what your love language is and possibly hand it out to your spouse, your friends, family to more effectively love them. But also just be attentive to how they love so you can effectively love them. So I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope this helps you expand your understanding of love and how we can all together be more effective in how we love other people. I'll see you next week. Bye.